everyone, welcome to S5U. I'm Kate Drake. I'll be your host again today for our Facebook Power User Techniques webinar. I just want to do a quick sound check and make sure everybody can hear me okay. If you wouldn't mind raising your hand or shooting a comment in the Q&A or in the, oh great, I see some hands going up, wonderful. We're going to be talking about Facebook Power User Tips today, and this is a little technical, so if you have any questions and need me to clarify something, please feel free to speak up in either the Q&A or in the chat. I'm going to be recording this webinar like we always do, so you can go back and watch it later if you need to. I'll get it posted later today in case you need to remember how to do any of these particular things on your page. So. Again, always feel free to ask as many questions as you like, and I'll do my best to answer them as we go. And of course, we'll have a Q&A at the end. So feel free to speak up if you have any questions or problems. So quick overview of what we're going to be talking about today. First is going to be talking about how to create a custom Facebook URL so that you can make your page really easy to find and easy to give out that web address for. We're going to talk about managing your Facebook tabs. How to set up notifications in case you aren't checking Facebook every day, how to monitor your activity log, and lastly, how to use the Facebook scheduling tool, and also how to pin important content to the top of your page. All good things to know. So let's talk a little bit about some of these power user principles that are important. One thing is becoming an active poster. We're going to be posting for you 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And that leaves Tuesdays and Thursdays up to you guys. Now, you don't have to post something then if you don't want to, but it really helps build your personal brand and just your personal voice on your Facebook page if you do that. So feel free to post photos or events or any other items like that that you may see coming up on those Tuesdays and Thursdays. The other thing that we'd really encourage you to do is join that conversation. Remember, social media is a back and forth, unlike traditional media where, you know, there's just a billboard that has your message. Social media gives you that chance to really engage with people. And so if someone comments on your page, don't forget to comment back to them. You know, thank them for participating, like their comments, make them feel like you're there and willing to help them if they complain. If somebody likes your post, you know, call them out by name in a comment and thank them for doing that. You can see an example down here of you know, someone who's commented or shared this status update from Dare to Dream, and they went on and said, "Thanks for sharing, Ephraim. We appreciate you." Stuff like that really goes a long way in social media. Another thing is just to try and get in that social state of mind, to be thinking socially. The most successful social media campaigns really do require some ongoing attention. So if you're at an event or something like that, snap a picture on your phone and post it on your business's Facebook page. If you've got an event coming up, let people know that it's going to be happening. Create an event listing. If you need help doing something like that, we can help you. You know, snap that photo and shoot it over to our content team, and they'll throw together a post for you. Or if you've got something coming up, let us know and we'll help promote it. You know, let's look for those ways to incorporate your day-to-day business into your social interaction. And then the other thing is to use your mobile tools. You know, just about every package that we sell comes with this mobile site that you have access to. So use it. You know, it will help drive traffic to your Facebook page, but it'll really help you keep and cultivate leads. You know, install that on your phone. Use it like an electronic business card to capture those email addresses and exchange your contact information. And then they'll be receiving that monthly email blast from you. And then the last thing is just to remember to have fun. Social media is really meant to be a social experience, right? It's not an electronic billboard where you're just blasting out your message that's just sell, sell, sell all the time. You really want to use it to build a community, create a dialogue, and really interact with people. And what's going to happen then is that those communities are going to provide some marketing opportunities for your business. So let's talk about how to create a custom Facebook URL. This is really useful because when you're sharing your Facebook page with potential customers, it makes it really easy to find your page. And now this is available to anybody who has 25 likes or more. So here's how you do it. You're going to go to the About button right here. And once you're there, you're going to be brought to this page. Let me move my face down a little bit so you guys can see better. So you're going to select the second option down, which is your Facebook web address. And you can select the custom URL in the web address field. And now sometimes if you have a business that has a kind of a common name, you might have to come up with something else or play around with it a little bit to find something that isn't already taken. So if the URL isn't taken, you'll be able to create a vanity link for your page. We've shown one here that's just facebook.com/yourbusinesshere. I think ours for Social 5 is something like facebook.com/social5media, something like that, right? So you can put it whatever you want for your business, and then that makes it really easy to tell people, oh, visit my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/SoCupcake or whatever. That's the cupcake store I went to the other day. Great stuff. Anyway, you can only change your URL twice though. So, don't mess around with it too much. Hopefully you'll get it right the first try and won't even need to do that. But Facebook does limit that so that you can't change it, constantly or whatever. So you have to have 25 likes. You can only do it twice. Very important. So another thing that you can do here on Facebook is manage your Facebook tabs. And these can be really helpful for a business. You want to decide which tabs you want to have and which ones you want to feature most prominently. And you can reorder those tabs both on the navigation bar and on the left side of your page by clicking more. So you can either do it, you can see this hand right down here or up at the top corner. Just select Manage Tabs on that, and then you can drag your apps into whatever order you wish them to be in. You can do, About, Photos, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever other thing that you have that you want to put in there. You can only choose 3 that will actually appear on the left-hand side of the page. So choose whichever ones, you really want people to draw to. Maybe it's your website, maybe it's your other social channels, whatever it may be. You can also reorder the sections that appear on that left-hand side of your page. Apps, photos, reviews, posts by others, things like that. You can shift those around. So maybe you want your apps up higher or your reviews down lower, or you want to bring your reviews up and put these down, whatever it is you want to do. It's this same principle here. You're going to go to click on that pencil icon, and you're going to select the Manage Sections thing, and then you can drag them and drop them wherever you want. Now, if you want to reorder those tabs, again, back under that More button on your navigation bar and click Manage Tabs. So you can see right here, how you drag to reorder in the order that you want to put them in. You can do posts at the top, or if you want people, I would probably put people down farther, and maybe put apps or photos or things like that up higher. Now, another thing that you can do is set your notifications. And the really helpful thing about that is if you're not going to be checking your business Facebook page every day, you can enable these notifications so that you know when things are happening on your page. Really helpful. So the first thing you're going to do is select that settings bar up at the top. And this is going to open up your Facebook dashboard. And you're going to see down there that you have a notifications button right here. So click on that. And then you'll have the option to have Facebook notify you when something happens on your page. This can include a really wide variety of things. If someone comments, if someone likes or shares, or if someone sends you a Facebook message, whatever it may be. And the nice part about this is that it allows you to stay in touch with your fans in real time without monitoring your page. I know the Social 5 email page, or Social 5 page, is set up to the email accounts of a few of us. So those of us who have admin rights to the page, we get notified when someone comments or likes something, and we can hop right on and see if there's a problem or whatever. And that way, we don't have to check that Social 5 page 80 times a day to make sure we're getting everything. We can get notified when something happens. So that's really, really helpful. So you can set it up either to notify you when you log into Facebook. This works really well if you are someone who's on Facebook a lot anyway, on your personal page. You can either get a notification every time there's activity on your page or an important update, or you can get one notification like every 12 to 24 hours that kind of encompasses everything. So it depends on how often you want to be updated with that information. If you only want it once a day, you can totally do that too. Or you can turn it off entirely if you're annoyed by how often you get notified. The other thing you can do is you can set it up to email you every time there's activity on your page or an important page update. So again, that's kind of what we have set up, just because it makes it easy, and that way you make sure that you don't miss anything. All right. So another thing you can do is monitor your activity log. And this is really cool because it really helps save time when you're monitoring your fan interaction. And it can kind of give you live updates of outside engagement on your page. So you're going to click on the activity there up at the top, and you'll be able to see all the interaction that has happened on your page. So this way you don't have to go through every single post and see who has liked it or whatnot. It'll give it to you, you know, as to each day what has happened, and then it'll hyperlink to the moment that they interacted with your page. So you can see, you know, on which day 3 people liked this particular thing or whatnot. And you can go through and just see how things are going every single day. Kind of a cool thing, and nice to have all that information in one place versus checking to see each post that you've done and if it's got more likes or whatnot. The other thing that you can do is Facebook does have a scheduling tool that will help you post consistently. And this is obviously difficult, and probably a lot of the reason why you have Social 5 as a social media service for you anyway. But if you want to do something on that Tuesday, Thursday rhythm that you are, and it's a little hard for you, you can do this scheduling thing where it will program it in advance, and then you don't have to worry about it. So the first thing you're going to do is create the posts that you want to do. This is really handy if you want to sit down and pound out, you know, 5 or 6 posts all at once. You go ahead and create your post, but then instead of actually publishing it by clicking the post button, you're going to click on the down arrow that's next to it. And it will give you a chance to schedule your post. And you can select the time and day that you'd like it to appear. So this is also really great if you, you know, say like Flag Day is coming up next week, and I just mentioned Flag Week, and you want to post about it, but you know that if you wait, you're going to forget that it was Flag Week. So right now, run to your Facebook page and do a post about it, or Thanksgiving, or whatever, you know, some holiday event, whatever it may be, that you don't want to forget about. You can go ahead and schedule it now so that it will post when it's actually time. This also works really well during like the holidays or something. A lot of you probably have us set up to do holiday posts for you, which we're totally happy to do if you want that service. If you want to do your own post though, go ahead and create it beforehand and then schedule it so that way on Christmas morning or whatever, you don't have to worry about logging into Facebook, okay? Really handy tool that way. The last thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to pin content to the top of your page. So this is something that you might do if you have a piece of content that you really like and you feel like it really exemplifies your business, and you want to keep it up for an extended period of time on Facebook. And you can pin it to the top of your page. And basically what this does is it allows that to be the top piece of content whenever anyone visits your Facebook page. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on that down arrow in the top right-hand corner of whatever post it is that you want to pin. And you're going to just pick Pin to Top. And that will move your post to the top of all the other content, new or old. So no matter what the latest post is on your page, that's the first post people will see when they pull up your Facebook business page. Now, this is really great if there's something particularly interesting going on or whatever. You probably, if it's an event you're running or something like that you were trying to promote, make sure you unpin it when you're done, because you don't want to leave it there all the time. Unless it's like a video about your business or something, then it's probably okay. But yeah, if it's, depending on what it may be, if it's only a limited time type event, unpin it when you're done so that, you know, that's not the thing people see when they first log into your page. All right, well that finishes what we're going to talk about today. Does anybody have any questions? I know some of these techniques can seem a little more involved and everything. They really are pretty quick and easy once you start working on them. And a lot of them can really end up saving you some time, such as scheduling a post or, you know, just using those activity monitors to see who's interacting with your page. I know it's been a real lifesaver for me to have those notifications turned on for any of the pages that I'm monitoring, because otherwise it just gets to be a little too much to try and check in every day. And you know, it's funny because I don't get to use my Facebook page as often as I would like, just because I'm on it for other people all day, right? So it really helps me to get those notifications so that I know who I need to interact with as far as our business goes and stuff. So I'd really encourage you to look into that and get those set up. All right, well, we'll go ahead and sign off for now, but we'll see you guys in a couple of weeks for a few more sessions. Thanks so much for joining us.